This incident happened in December 2014 in Bhopal. At that time, Bhopal was experiencing bone-chilling cold and the air itself felt like it was shivering. Neha was studying in her university library when suddenly her mother called. Crying hysterically, her mother told her that her younger brother Ronak had met with a terrible accident. His bike had collided head-on with a speeding car and his condition was extremely critical. Her mother asked her to rush to the hospital immediately. The hospital where Ronak was admitted was only 10-15 minutes away from Neha's university. Without thinking twice, Neha ran out in panic. Outside the ICU, the entire family was sitting with long faces and teary eyes. Ronak's condition was critical. After several hours of struggle, when the doctor finally came out, he took a sigh of relief and said, "Ronak is now out of danger." But as soon as he regained consciousness, Ronak's screams of pain echoed throughout the hospital. When he was shifted to the general ward, Neha went inside to see him. The moment Ronak saw Neha, he suddenly started humming an old song. Neha forced a smile on her face and sat on the chair beside him. When she asked about the accident, Ronak gave no answer, as if he remembered nothing. The very next moment, the same Ronak who was writhing in pain a while ago got up from the bed and started limping toward the room's window. Neha asked in fear, "Ronak, what happened to you all of a sudden?" He didn't reply. As he reached the window, a deadly silence fell over the room. Then Ronak placed one foot on the window grill. Neha's heart started pounding. Ronak turned back and smiled, but his face had completely changed, as if someone else was inside him. Then he placed the second foot too. Neha screamed and ran toward him, but before she could grab him, Ronak had already jumped down. Neha screamed and ran outside to call everyone. When the whole family rushed into the room, they were shocked. Ronak was still standing by the window. He hadn't jumped at all. Neha's eyes widened in disbelief. But right then, Ronak's voice started changing strangely and he began jerking violently. His gaze was fixed on empty space as if he was talking to someone invisible. By evening, Ronak kept mumbling repeatedly, "If I stay here any longer, someone will kill me." Even the doctor's injections couldn't put him to sleep. His condition was worsening. Finally, his mother forcibly got him discharged and brought him home. After reaching home and sleeping deeply for about 10 hours, when Ronak woke up, the same strange behavior started again. He sat by the window for hours, crying and staring at someone outside. Neha asked in fear, "Who are you looking at?" With tear-filled eyes, Ronak pointed directly toward their mother. Their mother got scared too, but no one knew that Ronak was actually pointing behind their mother. He could see a woman standing right behind her. He whispered in Neha's ear, "She has come to take me." Neha's hair stood on end. The very next moment, Ronak got up and ran to the kitchen, hiding in the dark corner under the sink. There he started laughing loudly and madly. Neha followed him and asked in panic, "What's happening to you?" Ronak whispered, "I'm not laughing. She is laughing." The entire family heard this and froze in terror. Their mother gave him a sleeping pill and made him sleep beside her. That night, Neha was also sleeping in her parents' bedroom. Around midnight, Neha suddenly woke up. She felt someone touching her feet. Someone was tying her legs with a rope. When she looked, it was Ronak. She struggled to free herself, but then she saw that Ronak's eyes had turned blood red and were glowing in the dark. He lay down beside her and kept staring at her. Then suddenly he grabbed Neha's hair and pulled hard. The pain made Neha close her eyes for a second. When she opened them, Ronak was gone and her legs were untied. She thought it was a nightmare, but as soon as she turned, her blood ran cold. A woman was lying right beside her on the bed. The room was dead silent. One scream from Neha awoke the entire house. When she told her parents everything, they were horrified. Just then, Ronak's screams started coming from the terrace. All three rushed upstairs and saw Ronak talking to himself in the dark. As soon as he saw Neha and their parents, he turned, gave a creepy smile, and in a terrifying voice asked Neha, "How are your legs now? And yes, did you meet Priya last night?" Hearing this, Neha burst into tears. Suddenly, Ronak became furious. His face turned monstrous. He grabbed Neha by her hair and lifted her in the air. When their father tried to stop him, Ronak pushed him away with one hand and he fell down. Then Ronak screamed at Neha and while screaming, suddenly fainted and collapsed. The next morning, when Ronak regained consciousness, he was tied to a chair in the house. A famous Tantric was sitting in front of him. The Tantric revealed that someone else had come home with Ronak from the accident site, a woman who had died in an accident on the same road that same day. Her name was Priya. After a long ritual, the Tantric said that the spirit had now been freed. Still, as a precaution, the family admitted Ronak to the hospital again. After a few days, he started feeling better, but he wasn't completely normal. Finally, the family decided to leave everything behind and shifted to a completely new house in Gwalior. After moving to the new place, all of Ronak's strange behavior gradually stopped. Today he is absolutely normal and even laughs when he remembers those old incidents.